Well, I've got my first flat of the trip. Not sure how I managed that. So much for the super durable pickup tires.
Alright, I'll have to see if that did it.
Well, it seems it didn't fix it.
Now we wait and see if it deflates.
Well, update, it's flat again. As much as I would like to repair as much as possible, it's starting to get late and I need to do 122 kilometers tomorrow so that I can be in a good place to get into Jasper before it's too late. So for that reason, I'm just going to replace with a spare. See, look at that. Heavy duty, 20% thicker rubber. As opposed to this, by the way, thin. Who picked that out?
Welcome to cranking it, yeah, we cranking it. Welcome to cranking it, yeah, we cranking it.
As I left Prince George, I headed up the Fraser River Valley towards the foothills of the Rockies. Soon, I reached Mount Robson Provincial Park and found myself surrounded by high peaks. As I crossed the border into Alberta, I also changed time zones. Leaving Pacific time, it was now Mountain time. As an American, I have a lot of pride in our national park system, but the Icefields Parkway through Jasper and Banff was more amazing than any park I had ever seen before. I rode through kilometers and kilometers of mountains with insane cliffs, topped with glaciers above brilliant turquoise lakes and rivers. Each turn presented new incredible vistas, each more awesome than the last. My daily riding distance dropped to about 50 kilometers per day, as I took time to appreciate the endless wonder surrounding me. This is it, I think. The trailhead of the Great Divide mountain biking route. Just a random trailhead here in Banff. It's taken a long time to get here, but I'm about to do it. About to start the Great Divide. Getting on the Great Divide was like starting a whole new trip. The constant traffic and crowds were gone, replaced by woods, gravel, and solitude. The Great Divide route is a mix of bicycle-only trails, remote gravel roads, and a few paved roads to tie them together. On my second day on the Divide, I met Garrett, a Great Divide rider and fellow YouTuber. Alright, so the rear tire is flat again. Not sure what that's about. I did go over some kind of bumpy stuff. Come on. Isn't this the heavy duty stuff? Well, I think I found the hole. Alright, this might be the culprit here. Something on the inside of the tire. Yeah, there's a corresponding hole on the other side of the tire. Well, that was slightly... So this German family just showed up, and they're touring as well. Doing some Vancouver to Calgary ride, and they're about to get to Calgary, and they saw me, sitting here trying to fix my flat, and just offered me this spare tire that they had. They said they were going to throw it away anyway when they get home because it's kind of old, but pretty nice of them. Odd that I was just talking about getting a new tire, and now I have one. Without ever having to leave this rest stop. Anyway, the patch is done. Alright, the tire's back on. It's inflated. So now we're just gonna see how long it stays that way. Fortunately, this time the patch held. On the third day, we crossed Elk Pass and started riding down the Elk River Valley. So it's starting to look a little smoky ahead. And we heard about a fire that might cause some closures. Could mean we're doing this whole downhill in reverse. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Maybe we'll try a reroute. Who knows?
It's only maybe 10 or 12 more miles until we'll know for sure. We met a very nice couple in a car that they're gonna text me. We are gonna move forward. It's getting really smoky. A little bit nervous. This is either the dumbest thing I've ever done or really, really awesome and very smoky and gonna work out just fine. We found the fire. You can hear it crackling right now. But I think maybe we made the right call. I think we can get through. I got a little text confirmation from someone ahead that it'll go.
Continues on a little bit, but you're past the heat kind of thing.
We're planning on going up Crossing Creek.
Crossing Creek?
That's just
It's just down here. Goes over into the. We are going into the bowl.
You're gonna pedal up there?
yeah.
Okay.
Have fun.
As long as it's not on fire. I'm not sure
No,
exactly
it's
where
not
the
right
area
now.
closure
You
is.
think that one over.
Okay.
It's like a rock crawling
Yeah.
route for like ATVs
Really?
and stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
you'll
looked
have fun.
steep, but that's what the official divide route is. So.
Oh, yeah, you can't always believe them. My friend just went through on the side-by-side last week. He says if he didn't have the 30s, he probably wouldn't have made it. It's that rough. So
Okay.
just be aware you've got a heck of a pedal.
Okay. Thanks.
Wow, a heck of a push.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to make that decision.
I think you should do it. I think you'll like it.
Thank you.
You'll like the scenery.
The fire is like up that valley, and it like
Okay.
it might
Yeah, no, I heard about it there.
have a closure in the area, and it might be involved. Like Crossing Creek might be involved in the closure. If not, then you're free. But just be aware, there's huge wildfire
Yeah.
right there.
I didn't notice it.
Well, apparently it's
crazy.
Yeah, someone should do something about
Yeah, I
that.
know.
Well, stay safe, guys.
Bravo 1. Crossing Creek Trail.
The road started off fine, but before long it got steeper and rockier.
It was bullshit. That's what it was.
But the bullshit wasn't over. In fact, it had only just begun.
Well, I can see the benefits of having a lighter bike.
Well, that was definitely the hardest day of the trip so far. After riding through the wildfire, coming down from Elk Pass, Garrett and I decided to try the Crossing Creek route, which is on the official Great Divide, Tour Divide route, but man, it was rocky and chossy and no good footholds, and just steeper than any road I've ever ridden. It was just 5 hours of straight pushing. I got to this cabin last night at around 9:30 or so, which is past sunset, but just before it got too dark to ride. Garrett is faster than me, and he has a lighter bike, and so he was way ahead. He continued on because he didn't have enough water to dry camp, so hopefully he made it somewhere before it got too dark.
Made it over the summit. The descent is hard. It's super technical. I've crashed twice. Yeah, I don't know. I found a little creek here. Wash myself, set the tent up, call it a day. That's me. That's all. I'm destroyed.
Maybe I'll run into him today, or maybe I'll never see him again. Who knows? I think I'm going to depart the Great Divide route, though, because after this pass, we'll go down a river valley and then go back over to the previous river valley via another pass that's not quite so intense, but it looks like it might have some similar kind of steep, chossy bits. And frankly, I was pushed to my limit yesterday, and I don't think there's any way that that I want to try that again. So I'm just gonna go down the river valley to the end, maybe ride some paved roads to Elko, and then probably just head to the border, get to Montana. Fortunately, riding down the river meant the next 2 days were primarily downhill, and before long I was able to recover. As I neared the US border, a thick smoke settled over the area. Back in the US, I rejoined the Great Divide route and headed up into the mountains. Soon the smoke cleared, and I was back in my groove. The Montana section of the Great Divide is less rugged than the Canadian section, but it still took me over high passes, around beautiful lakes, and through isolated farmland. Just before Helena, I took a rest day at the Llama Ranch, where owners John and Barbara have set up the perfect cyclist's paradise, with cabins fully stocked with food, wine, and M&Ms. All completely free. All they ask is that you pay it forward. While there, I met Garrett again, and we rode together to Helena. The next day, he headed out, while I stayed behind to work on this video. Soon I'll follow, passing through Butte, and then entering Wyoming, the Great Tetons Range, and then Colorado and beyond.
Well, that's episode 3. Thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you to my patrons for all your support, and especially my Crank tier patrons, Tevin Dubois and Judy Friesen. If you would like to support the channel, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Or you can join the Crankin' It community on Patreon. Links are in the description. And thank you.